Sunderland involved, actively, on deadline day? What tomfoolery is this? So yeah, actively involved on deadline day. That's something out that I don't think I've seen from Sunderland in quite a long time. Obviously, I'm a bit late to this party because I was at work this evening, or last night if you're watching this on Wednesday morning, which you probably are. But basically on the evening of deadline day I was at work, so I wasn't able to sort of do a reaction video to the signings. Obviously all the other YouTubers will have done cracking jobs with that, I'm sure, but nevertheless I'm here to just give my own take on it. Usually I would read the statements, but to be honest, as I'm talking about 2 incoming signings as well as 2 outgoings, that's going to take ages, so I won't bore you to death with that too much. Though I will read Lee Johnson's quotes on both signings. So the first one, obviously, that was announced this evening, or last night, or deadline day basically, was Leon. Now I'm going to get this wrong, so please someone correct me in the comments if I do. I think it's called Dajaku. I'm going to say that as Dajaku, it sounds alright, so there you go. What I wanted to say, I'm going to read what Lee Johnson said and just highlight some points on it. Lee Johnson said that basically Leon is a really interesting player. He's a top prospect with a good ability, agility and quality. So we are looking forward to adding him to the squad and working with him. He's a hungry player which has shown a strong attitude and desire to come to Sunderland and grow with us, which is exactly what we want. Quickly on this one, this is the type of thing you want to be seeing. We want to be seeing players really that are certainly above League One level, and that's the type of players we should be getting, even in League One for me. But nevertheless, the key thing he said here is desire to come. He's got a good attitude, desire to come and grow with us. Now that suggests to me that there's a chance, and I don't know whether it's with this or Hoffmann, the goalkeeper, which I'll read Lee Johnson's comments about that in a minute, but I don't know whether one of these two's got a clause where if we get promoted there's a chance that we could sign them permanently. I might be wrong on that, so again, feel free please, if I've got that wrong in the comments, I need to be corrected, then fair enough. But nevertheless, that's the type, like I've said many times before, this is the type of model and the structure of the model that we're going to go down. Get players in who are good level now, but will grow with us and will either really rise up the leagues with us, or we will sign permanently and eventually sell for profit. Because again, that's how we're going to be sustainable. But obviously I think we do need a winger to compete with McGeady and Gooch, and I think both of them, especially McGeady's been really off colour so far this season, and Gooch, we know what he's like. Gooch is a trier, don't get me wrong, but he can be really frustrating with his decision making. And then the other one, the second signing that we made, is goalkeeper Thorben Hoffmann. So first of all, Dajaku was from I think was from Union Berlin. Is that right? Yeah. Basically the deal is that Dajaku signed for Union Berlin permanently from Bayern Munich, and then we've since subsequently loaned him. Obviously here the next one is, of course, the goalkeeper Thorben Hoffmann, which is from Bayern Munich, again on a season-long loan. And then Lee Johnson's comment here is very interesting to me. So he says, Thorben is elite on the ball in terms of playing out from the back, and he has great pedigree and is from his learning process and the way that German clubs coach, especially Bayern Munich. Like all young goalkeepers, he has areas of his game he needs to work on, but he's an agile and outstanding shot stopper in close quarters. We are really excited to add another quality goalkeeper to our stable as we continue to drive competition and quality. Now again, I thought with the goalkeeper, people know my thoughts on the goalkeepers. I don't think Lee Burge is anywhere near as bad as people make him out, but he kept 18 clean sheets last season, and I don't want to hear this, oh, he had nothing to do in those games and all that. Yes, he did. He was still part of that back line that helped keep those clean sheets, and yes, he does make mistakes, but what goalkeeper in League One doesn't? For every mistake he makes, there's about 2 good things for me that he does, which conveniently doesn't get mentioned. But I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way, if you don't like Lee Burge. I just think he gets made a bit of a scapegoat for me. However, what I will say is, if Thorben Hoffmann is going to be miles better than what Lee Burge is, or Anthony Patterson for that matter, then great. It was definitely worth bringing them in. For me, the only point in getting a goalkeeper is if they were miles better than what we actually had. But there you go. But as you said, he is elite on the ball in terms of playing out from the back. Now that's a good thing, because that can instill confidence in the defenders, and we can start to get more, because we are trying to play out a bit more from the back. We're getting to be more possession-based side, trying to go forward, but also trying to be going forward quickly at the same time. So hopefully these little details will actually help us be more successful. And then, obviously, anyway, but as for these 2 signings, whether they're any good or not, we will see across the course of the season. Fingers crossed they are, though. And then very quickly, I'll touch upon the 2 outgoings. Obviously, Jack Diamond has gone on loan to Harrogate for the season. About the right choice for me. He knows Harrogate, he knows the surroundings, the players, the staff, the club, the area. He knows all of that sort of stuff, and That would be very helpful for him for me. I think Jack Diamond is definitely raw and he could maybe get better, but for me right now I think we need better than Jack Diamond. But again, it's good for him. He needs to be going out and getting regular football, and worst case scenario for him, if we don't use him, we could sell him for a profit, so fair enough. And then obviously Will Grigg. Everyone knows my thoughts on Will Grigg. Will Grigg for me has been the most frustrating player for signing for me since we've dropped into League One, because let's be brutally honest, when he signed in January 2019, he should have been an adequate replacement for Madja. I'm not saying that they're the exact same striker. Will Grigg relies a lot more on service than Madja does. But in terms of goals, I'm sorry. In League One, he's delivered almost everywhere but at Sunderland, and I still maintain he should not have been a waste of money. Truthfully, if he'd applied himself adequately, we would have been in the Championship well over 2 years ago. And he hasn't. He just hasn't bothered. He hasn't bothered to apply himself in any way. He's been great everywhere else. I know Wigan fans have a good appreciation for Will Grigg, that's fair enough, but you've got to bear in mind at Sunderland, and it's not like he hasn't had chances. He's had multiple chances to prove his worth in a Sunderland shirt. And if you don't believe us, go and back and look at that miss against MK Dons at home last season. It just epitomises everything that was wrong with Will Grigg. And obviously Will Grigg has joined Rotherham on loan for the season, and that's probably the right call. Now, and someone made a good point actually that on social media that Will Grigg could be scoring against our promotion rivals for Rotherham, but the thing is, Rotherham could also be one of those rivals. The good thing is, it's on loan for the season, so it means that Grigg can't play against us, basically. But, you know, that this is the last year of his contract, so I'll be amazed if we're not paying a substantial amount of his wages. And then, obviously, that's the last we've probably seen of Will Grigg anywhere near a Sunderland shirt, but we shall see. With that front, hopefully we're going to be targeting better players in the future, and that means hopefully at the end of this coming season we're in the Championship, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I love yous and leave yous. I don't know whether we've put paperwork through for any more business, so if we have, you're going to see another video from me in the near future. You might do anyway. Let me know if there's any topics you want me to talk about, and time will tell what happens. Let's hope this season's finally the one that we get automatic promotion, because goodness me, we deserve some success. Anyway, love you there, guys. Take care. Like, comment, and subscribe if you wish to. We mean a lot. Stay safe and take care.